things to ponder, guys. Things to ponder. All right. All right. Now, as you like, I love this one because these are the ones that I leave with you to think about. All right. So the last 12 weeks, what specific wounds have you addressed and healed? All right. And you need to be specific because this is part of the process of acknowledgement and doing the work and then moving past it. You have to be able to identify what it is you're working on, so there's that one. What specific wounds have you addressed and healed? Have they contributed to your personal growth? um can you see, it's a whole yin yang. There's always the light and the dark. There's always balance. Everything's got a silver lining, blah, blah, blah. I mean, when you're in it, I know it doesn't sound like you can get anything out of it, but generally, in hindsight, it's always hindsight. It's always when you're looking back, never when you're in an experience, that you can see the value. All right. And also, what tools have you used? All right. This is one of the really important ones, especially because it's Mercury retrograde. All right. Now, I know that's only been the last, I don't know, what is it now? Maybe a week and a half, maybe it's less than 2 weeks. Anyway, Mercury retrograde's the one where I always say, go back to the toolbox that you already have. Don't try and find new tools. Same with Mercury retrograde. This was part of your person that you were looking back over things. So same here. What tools did you use? And maybe you can label them as, put them back in your toolbox if you finish with them, but label them as something that you have utilized and was worthy. All right. Because sometimes, we get into these modes of being where, we could be having a dark night of the soul, which are always valuable. We could be just in a kind of bummed out mood. We forget that we have tools at our disposal. I mean, exercise is the most undervalued antidepressant that there is. So what are the tools that work for you? What are the ones that have given you the most growth and the most help? All right, moving on. So has your self-confidence grown during this period of time? Have you looked at yourself and gone, oh my God, I stood up to XYZ, or, I never thought I had it in me to be able to do blah, 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 So again, with the, reinforcing your own acknowledgement of strength, durability, intelligence. Oh, think of all the good words. This is the most powerful thing that you have. Your brain is the most powerful thing that you have. You know, blah blah. What's the guy? Muhammad Ali. He might have been an amazing boxer, but most of his strength came from strategy and his mental aptitude and work towards himself. So self-confidence, so important. All right. Has being honest helped with personal growth? Just going back to what I was just saying, have you been able to have honest conversations with people? Things that you would never usually say because of your own fear and self-limitation. Have you just gone, blah, this is my truth, do whatever you will with it? But, I'm saying it because that's how it is. So that's a really important one. And do you need to put something into place to continue this growth? All right. Again, back to that Wednesday analogy of the neural pathways in our minds. All right. It's all good for us to have these amazing realizations during a time where you're being supported and reminded every week. Do you need to put something into place to remind you, oh my God, do you know how many times this week I've seen the meme, I didn't put in all this work to come this far and only get this far. Same thing, you know. put some reminders into place. I don't care whether it's a sticky note or even just a weekly self-review. I talk about the Sunday, I, get my books out and I try to plan my week ahead so that I don't freak myself out and get overwhelmed with the amount of things that I need to do. I mean, it doesn't mean it's not going to change, but at least you're planning out and I'm putting strategies into place so that I can work effectively and remember the things that I know. So same, do you need to put something into place so that you can continue your growth? Okay. What areas have you become stronger and more assertive? All right, you all got the initial reading, which told you where Jupiter was and where Uranus was or where Taurus was in your chart. Are these or especially where Venus is? Like I've said to you guys, Venus is in my 6th house of health and my service to myself. And oh my God, I am absolutely not in the same place I was 12 weeks ago. So I feel like I'm looking different. I know that I'm feeling different. I know that I'm actually wanting to do the exercise that I'm doing. Whereas at the beginning, I was like dragging my feet and just didn't really care. So whereabouts have you become stronger and more assertive? Was it specifically where Venus was, or, any of those things? I just want you to acknowledge and just think about it. Where am I stronger now? So, okay. And the last one, what wisdom and insights have you gained? I think I've pretty much covered that, but, what are the wisdoms and insights that you have gained from this whole Venus experience? Now, this is only week 12. Venus has only gone direct today. So, we've still got plenty of things coming up. Just going ahead, because this is the Venus one. So the 9th, we've got the Venus opposition Hygieia. 15th, Mercury goes direct. 17th, Venus square Jupiter again. 23rd, Venus trine Chiron. So that is, didn't I say that was this week? Oh, no, that started this week. Okay, so Venus trine Chiron on the 23rd of September. All right, the 27th, Venus and Mars start talking again. So getting your sexy on back up again. So, you might start feeling that magnetic draw again closer to the end of September. The 30th, we have Venus square Uranus again. And then on the 3rd, we have Venus trine the North Node and sextile the South Node. Oh my God, that is going to be amazing. So as you can sort of see, we've still got work to do, but today, take your power and stand with it and just acknowledge all of the amazing work that you have done, and know that, these final hits are the conclusion and the you being able to positively make statements and make real your realizations from here on. So that's my things to ponder for this week. So I will stop my share and stop